People are attacking people, scratching, biting.
People need to chill. Everybody's fine. What? You're fine.
People are going crazy.
Have you ever had really bad deja vu?
Alright everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for watching. We're back with another Tales of the Walking Dead episode review. This one, we'll be reviewing episode 2. This one's titled Blair and Gina. This is my review. It's going to be a little bit shorter. I didn't mean for my last review to be 47 minutes long, but I was excited that the Walking Dead Universe is back, that we were on episode 1. So yeah, this one's going to be a little bit shorter. Honestly, for one, because I didn't enjoy the episode very well at all. And for two, there's so many sequences and so many dreams or something like that that's going on in this episode. So we'll break it all down for you guys. We'll review it. We'll talk about it. As always, if you like the Walking Dead universe, then you've come to the right channel. I'll be covering All of the Dead, Daryl Spin-off, Rick and Michonne show, of course the main show, The Walking Dead, and Fear the Walking Dead. If you guys haven't subscribed already, I encourage you to do so. Like the video if you like it. Definitely leave a comment below and hit the notification bell so you can get my latest videos. And you're helping us hit 1,000 subscribers, guys. Like I said, channel's growing rapidly. Thanks to you guys. Thanks for the comments. I really appreciate it. I'm passionate about what I do here. And yeah, I'm definitely excited to see this channel hit this goal. So let's dive right into it. So you see a building here. You see a couple. They got a baby stroller there. Life is looking normal. And we start off with this building. You can see there it says Circle of Trust. This is an insurance company. We got this starring Parker Posey here, who plays Blair, as you see to the left of the desk. Got Jillian Bell. She's playing Gina in this episode. And yeah, it kind of starts off that Blair's actually kind of just tapping her nails on the desk in front of Gina, which is her receptionist. And Blair's kind of telling the gang, hey, we don't have too much to worry about. We're going to be getting a lot of phone calls. Can we turn this into business profit? So that's kind of what they're talking about. They're getting a lot of phone calls from, people with insurance policies on their automobiles here. Anyway, we kind of skip over a little bit of that. There's a little bit of dialogue with Blair talking about, if Gina could keep up with the call volume, then we're in good shape. He didn't get a very good look from her here. It's kind of funny. She was kind of looking at the computer in front of her on her desk, and you see it says Blair's personality disorders. She tries to cover that up a little bit as Blair is talking to her, which was kind of funny. And Blair's pretty much telling her, hey, everybody calm down, we're good. Blair explains that she's going on a trip, a long weekend with her husband. Pretty much telling Gina here, hey, make sure the back door's locked at 6 because it wasn't last time. Kind of being an asshole boss, basically. So the phone just starts ringing off the walls. You're getting call after call here as you see Gina. You see every light on the phone lighting up. Blair actually told her to hold the calls for a minute, so she's pretty much answering the phone and telling the customers to hold. You got Blair, the annoying boss here, just kind of rambling on, saying things about Gina, talking about Gina a little bit, and yeah, That's she's just kind of giving Gina a hard time. She can handle the call volume. Where are my coffee mugs? Can you order mugs? Lock the back door because it wasn't last time. And yeah, this woman's just kind of crazy. She's just like making fun of her, making fun of Gina, saying, "Ooh, yeah, it's really weird." You're gonna have to watch the episode, guys. Like I said, this episode was crazy and not a good way. It was all over the place. We'll find out more about that here in the next couple minutes. See the coffee mug that Blair had placed in front of her. Told her to order some more coffee mugs. You see Gina here dropping the coffee mug to the floor. It shatters. Get a shot of Blair here on her, what looks to be an iPhone. Not sure what model that is. Not sure what year it would be. And what, anyway, does it matter? No, I just got distracted. Anyway, she's looking at something about the human brain here. She's in the car with her fiance. They're kind of chilling at this gas station, which is out of gas. There's kind of a ruckus going on. Cars are all lined up. There's a sign that says no gas outside. You see that sign right there to the right. And we get this car pull up. Gina gets out of the car after she walked into the gas station for a few minutes and saw that it was pretty much empty. And you got this woman here driving up. Looks to be a hole in the side of what seems to be forming as a walker, if it hasn't already. You got Gina here going ape shit crazy. She grabs a 12 gauge shotgun out of the back of her. I don't know if this is a Prius or what kind of car this is. If it's a hybrid, I'm not sure. But she opens the hatchback, grabs the 12 gauge, and she's demanding a gas truck driver for his keys. So he's obviously transporting thousands of gallons of gas and pulls into this gas station to hook up. You see she has the gun on him there. He's pumping the gas. And we get a loud scream, and in the background you see this woman getting attacked. I originally thought this woman was actually Gina when they showed the trailer, but it turns out it's not. So yeah, the lady that was driving around with that dead walker in her passenger seat reanimated and attacked her. You see you got a officer here, which is with the Homeland Security, which you'll find out more about that later on in the episode. If you can make it through the whole episode. There's the gas tank truck driver. They're kind of going at it with the shotgun a little bit. Yeah, and blew a hole in the wrong place. You see they shoot the back of the gas tanker here. You see the flames. That's when it blows up completely. You see Blair there as the fire's starting to come. And yeah, guys, that's the opening. That's how we open off this episode. We got the title screen coming once again. You'll see it's pretty cool. I'm definitely digging the title screens. So that is one positive thing. Definitely in this episode. As they show it here, you see the circle of trust, broken mug there. Pretty cool key art here. So I'll give them props for trying to make it look like The Walking Dead in a sense. Okay, so here's where it starts to get a little bit weird. So we see the same thing again. Blair is tapping her nails on the wooden desk. And yeah, it's pretty loud. She starts talking about pretty much the same things as before. She's starting to feel a little bit delusional, as it seems. More dialogue with this character, and I just think they could have did a little bit more than the dialogue. This was a heavy dialogue talking episode. And that's kind of why it would take me forever to break this down and tell you line for line what's going on here. I'm not really going to do that in this video. I'm going to run through it and try to get to the important parts. Gina's giving Blair a hard time. She's kind of saying she could be a serial killer. She could have a 12-gauge shotgun up under her desk. As you see her looking there, Gina definitely embarrassed at this point. She's still giving her a hard time here as we see these two interact quite a bit. And yeah, we go back to the gas station, the exact same place, same set, same everything. So is this a Groundhog Day type episode? If you guys have seen that movie, you'll definitely know what I'm talking about. The same thing happening time after time after time after time. We get Blair here. She's kind of looking out. Some sort of deja vu going on here. She's got her fingernails on the dash. She's tapping them. And here we go again. Tanker truck pulls back up. Exact same tanker truck. We get the exact same sequence we got before. You see Gina there. And once again, she goes to the back of her car, pulls out a 12-gauge shotgun. And we're almost getting the same thing. See, she got the shotgun pointed at him here. He's pumping the gas. She's demanding him for the keys. Blair goes on to talk to an officer who is nearby, apparently with the Department of Homeland Security. She notices a bite mark here on his left wrist. And she's kind of like, that bite, that's bad. She kind of hints on the bite on his arm there. So she's just pretty much demanding to tell, for him to tell her what's going on. Why is everybody trying to get out of Atlanta? And he goes on to tell her that people are going crazy. They're attacking each other. They're biting each other. There's only a couple of roads out where you can actually make it out of the city. He goes on to explain the roads and how you can get out. You see Gina taking off for the gas truck, trying to get to it. And eventually she does, so you got her driving the truck at this point. You had Gina standing in the middle of the road trying to wave her off this huge gas truck. So Gina kind of swerves a little bit, misses her. And boom, we get another explosion. So that's the second explosion. That's the second dream or scene. And we're back at the office. You see Gina yelling here like that she's actually dreaming this. Is Blair dreaming this? More of like Gina screaming. This stuff is going through their head. Like I said, a really kind of a weird episode. See her grabbing her purse there, walking out of the insurance company. You got Blair here harassing Gina about leaving her desk, and Gina pretty much says, I left my desk because the vending machine was broken and I wanted a snack. Like I said, a lot of dialogue in this episode. Can't remember word from word, but I'm trying my best. So these two are interacting. Again, as you see, they're outside of the building. And yeah, so we switch from this scene here, and then we are headed back into the car. Like I said, it's a deja vu type episode. It's dream after dream. You see Gina and her fiance, not sure of his name. He's kind of telling Blair, are you seeing this? Are you seeing this? This is like a movie. As you see Gina on the right over there with the shotgun. You got the guy pumping the gas. Same set, same time, daylight. You see the guy from Homeland Security right there in the tie and suit. You got the truck driver running off to the right. As you see Gina here, and they all hear screaming. We get this shot again. Same walker, same woman, same situation. You see Gina here. She's got the shotgun in her right hand. She starts wrestling with the officer a little bit. And somehow she manages to shoot the driver. You see, I don't know how, but he's clearly shot right there on the right side of his face. We have the Homeland Security guy's kid. You see he's in the passenger seat here. So we got the dead truck driver leaned over. He's got his foot on the gas. The truck is taking off. We get a shot of Gina here running after the truck. She kind of makes it to it, hops in a little bit. So apparently the truck driver's foot is on the gas. You see you got Wendell here is this kid's name, or Wendell. And Gina pretty much telling him to loosen the seatbelt. And this poor kid is pretty much freaked out of his mind at this point. You see Gina somehow open this door, and she manages to get into the truck. And this whole time, Gina has kind of been crawling on the outside of the gas tanker. She makes her way off of the roof of the cab of the truck and kind of falls down here. You see Gina riding on the hood of this truck. And then we get this. You see the truck driver apparently turned, and he goes on to bite the hell out of Gina. And boom, we just get another explosion. So, yeah, dream sequence, a lot. Definitely a lot of dream sequences. We're back here at the office. Same situation, same conversations. Like I said, it's like a Groundhog Day. Guys, if you haven't seen Groundhog Day, pretty much Bill Murray stars in the movie, and he goes through the same routine every day. So, if you guys have heard about this being related to Groundhog Day in any way, well, that's kind of why. You see Gina here. She's kind of into her feelings a little bit. She's basically telling Blair, she's just being brutally honest with her about her being a boss, she's just kind of telling her true feelings to Blair right here. You see she's kind of out of it, but a little bit stronger, starting to stand up to Blair. It flashes back to this scene here. Same gas truck. You got Blair. You got Gina here. You got cops there. Gina's somehow managed to call the police and get her handcuffed in this sequence. You got the Department of Homeland Security guy asking her where she got the gun from. She pretty much just tells the officer that her brother lives in a bad neighborhood. And you get a little bit of, I don't know what you call this, cat fighting right here between these two. As you see for the millionth time that it feels like the truck driver is getting back into the gas truck. You got Blair and Gina on the sidewalk of the convenience store squirming, acting weird. Like I said, this episode had a lot of its weird moments, so definitely, you'll definitely find out if you haven't seen the episode already. Hopefully you have. We get the same sequence of the same walker, the same woman, shoes, sign, bricks on the outside. Everything's the same again. And we get another scenario. The guy in the gas truck pulls out. There's a car that runs into him and pretty much blows up the whole gas truck. We switch over to a different sequence. You got Blair here beside the truck. it quickly flashes. The truck blows up. You see Blair there, the fire. And then we do another dream sequence. You got Blair trying to get inside of the truck here. And you see she's got the gun pointed at Gina. Pulls the trigger. And we switch scenes. So you see Blair here driving the truck now. Like I said, guys, this was a kind of confusing episode. The dream sequences or flashbacks or forwards or memory problems that these women have is definitely confusing for the viewer. I gotta warn you guys. So while she is driving, apparently she didn't hit Gina in the head. You see Gina all zombified here. And we see Blair getting bitten by Gina, by a zombie, Walker Gina, whatever you want to call them. Still want to know what they want to call them in this episode. Toe tags was in episode 1, so will we get any new Walker names? Going to have to wait to find out on that. And we get back to the office. You see they're both still alive, still healthy. They're talking about, pretty much everything that they feel about each other here. Kind of expressing their true feelings, having quite a bit of dialogue, as this whole episode has quite a bit of dialogue. Gina gets up, she walks off out of this bathroom. We flash back again. Here's Gina at the wheel this time. We cut back to the office. You see, this is actually Blair sitting here looking at what appears to be Gina's family. You can see Gina right there in the middle of the picture. You got all her co-workers kind of hanging out, wondering what's going on. Are you okay? You see this woman's worried. Definitely asking her, hey, are you okay? And we get the husband walking in. This is after she had told everybody that they were closing early. You see the fiance, boyfriend here as she's smoking her cigarette. She goes on to spill the truth about him and how she wasn't very interested in the relationship and pretty much breaks up with this dude. And he's like, I'm your fiance. So, you see Blair, the fiance, they break up here. So, the fiance's gone. She just told him she was done with him. You see her putting out her cigarette. And one of the, Circle of Trust mugs. You see her quickly walking outside and kind of looking around. And right in front of her, you get a couple walkers here. I definitely thought this shot was a good shot. I liked it. It looked like The Walking Dead. Felt like The Walking Dead. You got the walkers on the move here. Gina's pretty much delusional at this point. Dreaming again. So what does she do in this sequence? Well, she just kind of turns around. She pulls her hair back and she lets this walker gnaw on her neck. Flashback to none other than the insurance office. You see she's grabbing her throat there. Exactly where she was getting bitten. You got Gina here looking up at the ceiling. Not exactly sure why, but just a lot of shit's going down, and she's, I guess she's pretty exhausted. You got Blair talking to Gina here. They're getting a little bit closer at this point, as telling each other's feelings. Blair's asking, would you like to try something new? Gina's like, well, what do you have in mind? So we flip to this gas station. You got Gina there. Pretty sure she got the gun in her hand from out of the trunk of the car. Got Gina walking here. It shows these two kind of merging together, walking together. And actually, Blair is backing her up in this sequence. As you see, Gina's got the shotgun, demanding the keys from the driver. You got Blair saying she's a good shot. You see Wendell, the kid of the Homeland Security officer there, walking towards the walker that's again falling out of the car, munching on this woman. You see the walker and the woman fall out of the car again. Same car, same place. You got Wendell, and I guess this is his father. You see these three kind of looking as the walker is tearing this woman up. Why these two were walking close to the walker, I have no idea. But you see Wendell there, and he's getting pretty close to the walker. And like I said, we just get this shot over and over multiple times throughout this episode. And we switch to Gina and Blair. They're both in the gas tanker. They're both inside the cab. We get a shot of a roadblock here. And of course, everybody's trying to get out of Atlanta where this is taking place. And they got the road blocked from people entering the Atlanta metro. So Gina swerves off to the side in the middle of the road. Manages to get around, and she is headed towards the Atlanta area. At this point, you see she got around the roadblock. You see the cops there. Not much of a roadblock, but yeah, pretty nice move by Gina. Swerve around them. You see them on this bridge here. That definitely gives me season 1 vibes. You got Atlanta in the background there. You got the road. These are all people coming out of Atlanta. You see chaos going down. See tons and tons of people. They're getting out of their cars. They're running. Way, way, way in the back are actually walkers headed towards them. You see them looking over the bridge, wondering what to do. And apparently Gina comes up with a pretty good idea. You see her unhooking the gas hose here, which pumps the fuel. So Gina grabs this gas hose, puts it over the bridge there, starts pouring it on the road onto a car. Gina urged Blair to go ahead and initiate the fire. Blair lights up a cigarette, drops her cigarette down, and no boom. Nothing happened. So Gina came up with this brilliant idea. We can use the lighter and light your scarf, which Blair was very opposed to doing. But yeah, get that damn scarf off your neck. See the scarf on fire here. She's fixing to throw it over. And it definitely worked that time as she drops it into the fuel that's pouring. You see the explosion here. You see everything's burnt under the bridge. Before that, Blair was kind of yelling people to run, get away from your cars. Not sure what she had planned. I'm not sure if she knew this would attract the walkers. I have no idea why they just blew these cars up, honestly. But you see the walkers there in the background. The cars are burning. And I guess Gina and Blair are thinking mission accomplished at this point. Like I said, I don't think I've warned you guys enough that the weirdness of this video and the sequences and the dreams, this was a tough one. This was definitely not one of my favorite episodes from the Walking Dead universe. And just like that, boom, the fire truck blows up. You see Blair flying in the distance. and this turned out to be a very big, pretty cool explosion here. As you see, they were probably thrown. I don't know how far you'd be thrown from a blast like that and survive, but yeah, in IRL, this is not happening. So you see them blown away. They land on the concrete on the bridge there. Like I said, a pretty cool shot of this truck explosion. Yeah, that thing definitely blew to pieces. So apparently Blair and Gina are okay. They're getting up. They're looking at the truck, so definitely nothing to drive now. Definitely no fuel. They share a little bit more dialogue. As like I said, there was a lot of talking in this episode. I know we saw some explosions and gunshots, but to me, just not a lot of action. More talking than action for sure. As you see, we have Gina here looking all crazy after the explosion. And got Blair looking nuts after the explosion as well. They're both kind of getting up, coming to their senses. Don't know if anybody, like I said, would ever survive a blast like that, especially being that close to the truck. Yeah, that doesn't do it for me. It just don't make sense. But on top of that, really, this whole episode didn't make so much sense to me anyway. See them getting up there. You got Blair stretching. They're fixing to start walking. But not until Gina pulls out her phone and takes a picture of Blair. Why? I have no idea. I guess it was selfie time. And these two sharing a little bit more dialogue as they're walking away on this bridge. So I guess whatever they were going through, whatever they hated about each other, whatever happened, the dreams, the flashbacks, whatever, I don't know what to call them, these two are apparently perfectly fine right now. You believe it or not, that's how the episode ends. They're walking off into the sunset. And honestly, guys, if I was going to rate this video, and I really don't rate videos very low, because I enjoy most of everything The Walking Dead and The Walking Dead Universe has to offer, but I'm going to give this episode a 3. I have to, guys. There was a lot of dreams. It was going back and forth. There was a lot of dialogue, a lot of talking. Guys, let me know what you think. Leave me a comment below on your thoughts. Yeah, guys, always open to hear what you guys think about this episode, so definitely drop a comment in the comment section. And you guys just might want to stay tuned if you like The Walking Dead Universe. As I mentioned, Isle of the Dead, Daryl Spin-off. I mean, we got the main show, Fear the Walking Dead, and the new Rick and Michonne show. We got a lot to talk about, guys, so definitely stay tuned. Definitely encourage you guys to subscribe if you haven't already. Channel's growing fast. I'm getting subscribers every day. It's great. Love hearing your comments. So yeah, if this keeps up, we'll definitely hit our way to 1,000 subscribers. It's all thanks to you guys for helping the YouTube algorithm as we share, like videos, share them with friends, comment. And yeah, pretty much just watching the video even supports the channel, guys. So definitely subscribe. You're in for some good stuff. And as always, guys, I really appreciate each and every one of you that's watched my videos or are watching this one. Thank you guys so much for coming and checking out the channel. Like I said, I do reviews, reactions, discussions, breakdowns. I'm trying to get some live streams going. So yeah, guys, stick around. And until next time, we will see you in the next one. Peace out.